2023.
Thank you, sir. We want to ask you as a consulate, what is your responsibility in office or out of your office?
My primary responsibility is to strengthen India-Indonesia relations, and for that we are willing to work in each sector. It is a holistic relationship. Our relationship is now strategic level. Our political leaders are meeting very regularly. My Prime Minister had visited in 2022 and 23. Similarly, Par Jokowi also visited India. As you might be aware of that, Indonesia was the G20 chair. We supported Indonesia's G20 chair. Similarly, after Indonesia's G20 chair, it was passed on to India. We got a lot of support from Indonesia for our chairmanship of G20. Our economic relationship is very good. Our cultural cooperation, and historically, culturally, we are very close to each other. We want more and more people-to-people contact to increase, so that the younger generation like you should know more about what is India's story. India is a bright story right now in the world. India is one of the largest economy which is growing the fastest in the world. India is your close neighbor. For India, Indonesia is the largest trading partner in ASEAN countries, and we also provide scholarships to the young students like you who want to go to India for higher studies. And apart from scholarships that we offer, there is good possibility for young students to go to India and study in one of the best universities, and the cost of studying in India is not very high. It is almost like Indonesia. And culturally, you are very close to Indonesia there, because we are also part of Asia, so it is an Asian culture. And food habits, especially I can tell you from North Sumatra, it is very similar. All of you eat little spicy food.
Yes.
So we also eat little spicy food, so you will find it very comfortable there. There are a lot of vegetables available here, and a lot of non-veg. Similarly, in India, you will find many people who are vegetarian, but many people who are non-vegetarian. So you can have non-vegetarian food as well as vegetarian food. As a consulate, we promote economics, investment, trade. We get a lot of trade inquiries, so we provide them the information. We try to connect the Indian people with the Indonesian people. Similarly, in culture, we bring Indian cultural groups who perform in Indonesia to showcase what we have, unique culture in India. We are very happy to connect with the younger people like you.
That's all? Okay. Maybe for the next question, my friends might ask you.
So the next question is, what are the trade trends between India and Indonesia in recent years, and what products or sectors are most in demand in trade between India and Indonesia?
Thank you. It's very important, because any relationship in the modern times is dependent on our economic relationship. The bilateral trade between India and Indonesia in 2022 was $38 billion US. In 2023, it has come down, but because a lot of factors were there, the price of palm oil went down, so it also affected the bilateral trade in terms of value, but in terms of quantity, it has not gone down considerably. Last year, India imported palm oil from Indonesia more than $4 billion US. Probably we will remain big importers of palm oil, because you might have seen that European Union is considering certain restrictions on the Indonesian palm oil because of deforestation and other issues. And India's requirement of palm oil still remains very high, and hopefully the Indian-Indonesian relations in economics will continue to grow. Our target is to take it to $50 billion in coming years. Indonesia remains our largest trading partner in ASEAN countries. With ASEAN countries, we also have a free trade agreement which Indonesian business people benefit if they want to export to India using the ASEAN-India trade agreement. There are a lot of opportunities in India for investments from Indonesia. I hope that the Indonesian business people will take benefit out of that, because the Indian economy is growing. And Indian economy has already become the 5th largest economy in the world. In coming years, it will become the 3rd largest economy. The population base of India is $1.4 billion. It is the most populous country in the world now, and that provides a huge market possibility for the Indonesian products. And India is not very far off from geographically from Indonesia. And the connectivity is increasing. We have large number of flights to Bali. Last year, Indians traveled to Bali 600,000, and already the numbers given by Indonesian authorities are that 400,000 plus already Indian tourists have visited Indonesia. So this year, the number of Indian tourists should be more than the last year. I wish some of those tourists should come to North Sumatra also. I have seen Toba Lake, it is beautiful. Hopefully Indonesian government will promote more, and we will see more tourists coming from here. And similarly, I would request through you also that India is a unique land. It provides a lot of diversity. It has a lot of tourist places. So if Indonesians want to travel to India, more than welcome. Our visa is free online. You don't have to come to consulate, and you can just apply online visa for tourism, and it's free of cost, and you can travel to India.
Thank you, sir. Next question, please.
So the third question is, are there any training or skills development programs supported by India for Indonesian workers?
Yes, India believes in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. It means like whole, world is my family. So we want to share our experience with all our friendly countries. India is not a rich country, so but still we want to share whatever we have learned, whatever we have gained, and in that prospect, we provide scholarships to the Indonesian friends. These scholarships are primarily for the government employees of Indonesian government, but we also provide these scholarships to, say, Chamber of Commerce and big institutions, where we try to do the capacity building. We have large number of courses available under the ITEC program. It is fully funded by Government of India. We provide ticket, we provide course fee, we provide stay in India, and food, plus some pocket money also. So these are the trainings which range from 1 month to 1 year, and these are very prestigious institutions in which we are training them. I'm happy to share with you that during a short period of time from November 23 till now, we have trained 55 North Sumatra government officials. Similarly, we have trained about 30 government officials from Aceh under this ITEC scheme. We also have ICCR scholarship for students like you, where we provide this scholarship to study in higher institutions in India. I'm also happy to share with you that after my arrival, I was able to send one young girl from Medan, one from Pekanbaru, and one from Aceh. For capacity building, we are bringing one professor to USU. The professor will be teaching for 1 year, This will be ICCR chair, fully funded by Government of India. We are also in the process of establishing one ICCR chair in Sihakula University in Aceh, where we will bring one professor from India who will be teaching there, and all expenditure is to be borne by Government of India. So we are in the process of doing capacity building, and apart from that, students can go to India to study on their own self-financing scheme also. So it's not only the scholarship that you have to go. So that is also part of our capacity building exercise for our friendly countries.
Okay, thank you. This might be the last question.
So the last question is, how can the latest economic politics India affect trade relations with Indonesia?
First of all, we don't do politics in the trade. We are friendly countries. We want to promote each other. We have very good relations. We don't have disputes, and there is an ASEAN-India trade agreement. So that allows, that facilitates the trade between India and Indonesia at a lower tariff, because Indonesian exporters can benefit through this agreement, and we are a country which is friendly to Indonesia and within this region. So we look forward to strengthen our economic relationship, and we wouldn't like that any politics to be done in it.
Okay, thank you, sir. That's all from us, from our questions. I don't want to add more information that we can ask.
Thank you very much. I would say that look at India more closely. In a few weeks' time, we will be coming out with more information about education in India. Look for our social media. So if you follow our social media, we are there on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, which is called X now, and we have our website also. So if you follow it, you will get to know latest information. We intend to provide more information to students of Sumatra region and whole of Indonesia, that how you can get admission in India or Indian institutions. So it will be your informed decision, so whichever place you want to go, but you will get some more information about India also.
Okay, thank you, sir. We have learned many things from your explanation about the relation between India and Indonesia, especially in economy. So may your explanation help us if we have planned to go to India very soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much for visiting us. All the best to you and your future endeavors.
Yes, sir.